everybody. I made it home in time for my theocratic ministry school, which I really, really appreciated. I had to go and teach a class and at LA Fitness in Aspen Hill. And I was so happy to be there. I was substituting for Sydney, and his students are wonderful. I really, really appreciate their willingness to learn new routines and to be able to just let it all out. And what I'm about to say, and I hope that nobody takes this in the wrong way. I mean, I always got trolls, but that's okay. But I really feel like I have to say this because sometimes I understand that some of us don't act like adults, or we don't act like understanding adults. And I really have to put this out. So tonight, earlier today, while I was teaching Sydney's class, a gentleman walked into my class and he didn't have his mask on properly. And at first I stared, but then I gave it a couple of seconds to see if he was going to fix his mask, right? And I noticed some behavior patterns, and I can quickly assess someone from the moment they walk in through the room, right? And so I had to stop my music for a second and walk over to the gentleman and ask him to please pull up his mask. So I noticed as I was dancing, his mask continued to come down, and he was really struggling to follow with the class. But I'm always encouraged. One thing that you will notice about me when I am teaching a class is that I'm very teachable. I am very patient. I always tell you, don't look at my darn feet. You need to go at your pace. You need to respect your body, and you need to make love to that mirror, right? And so because I noticed something was off, I stopped the music and I went over to this gentleman and I fixed his mask, making the elasticity tighter so this way it can completely cover his face. And he didn't fight me. He didn't say anything wrong. He was just wondering why I was there, next to him. And I kept telling him, do your best, go at your pace, have fun. I know there's a lot of women here, but have fun with it, okay? Let me just go ahead and fix your mask. So I fixed his mask. But I also noticed that he was soiled. And I have to say this because there are a lot of people in this world that cannot comprehend other people's hygienes, okay? I know because I'm guilty of it. And I don't mean in a nasty way, but I am guilty of forming a judgment, especially when it's someone that I know knows better. Not someone who's in the position of this gentleman that was in my class. But anyway, he was soiled, and I noticed the difference in the way people started acting when he walked in through the door. And I'm going to remind everyone, okay? If you take my class, right? If you take my class, everyone in my class is welcomed. You hear me? Everyone in my class is welcome, all right? Whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you're in crutches, whether you are in disabled, it doesn't matter, okay? You got a cast, a sling, you got a patch over your eye. You are welcome in my class. However, I will not accept people who are judgmental. If you are going to seem very judgmental about someone walking into my class and not respect that not everybody may know how to treat their hygiene like you do yourself, or may not know how to wear a clean shirt like you do, never put yourself in that person's situation in a negative way. Why? Because you never know what that person may be going through. I am not a doctor, but what I have observed and absorbed actually is that this person was of a spectrum, right? And I'm not going to give any medical advice, but what I am going to say is that you need to show loving kindness to everyone, okay? Whether they are physically disabled, mentally disabled, love needs to be shown and demonstrated to everyone. Okay. If you feel uncomfortable, then go dance on the other side. If you don't want to be next to a person, then switch places or, move over to the other side. I will know. My peripheral vision is very good. And even though I may be looking at that mirror, best believe I'm watching everybody's behavior. I'm watching your body language. I'm watching how you are rolling your eyes. I'm watching how you strutting your stuff. I'm watching how you move your hips. I'm watching all of that. Best believe that. Okay. But what I will not accept is people treating other people indifferent because of either their mental status or their physical status. Okay. I've been homeless before. I've had, nothing to cook or to eat. I've lived through certain circumstances that a lot of people do not know about. Okay. So therefore, I don't form judgment on other people, especially if it's someone who I see, if I'm communicating with you or talking to you directly and I see that you can't comprehend in a certain way or that you're reacting towards my responses in a certain way, then I have reason to believe that, you're either you can't comprehend very well or you comprehend different or, you do have some type of issue that, I know how to deal with because I've been in the mental health field for a long time. I've been working with people who are autistic. I've been working with people who have Down syndrome. I've been working with people who suffer from depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. I've worked with victims of domestic violence. I work with rape victims. The list goes on and on and on. So I know how to approach these people. So when you come to my class, do not act like a Zumba police because I hate Zumba police. I will put you in your place very quickly. Okay. Do not offend anyone. And I most certainly always say it that if I offend you in any way, shape, or form, please come to me. Talk to me first. Okay. But do not act like a Zumba police. I would say that I am the only instructor in my class, but because I share my floor with other instructors, there's never only one instructor in my class. So if you see something going on, let me deal with this because chances are I know how to deal with it in a certain way that maybe someone else may take it in a, from a whole different perspective. So in saying that, respect everyone that comes into your classroom. You never know who or what or where that person is coming from, what that person went through or is going through, what's going up here, what's going on physically. You never know. Be compassionate towards people. Show loving kindness. Be humble. Because you may never know when you may end up in that position where you may not know how to take a shower or may need help taking a shower. May not have, the ability to follow common sense or follow along, may lose, senses or not be able to speak or clearly, communicate with others. So put yourself in their shoes and always understand that everyone is different. And we come from all different backgrounds. We come from all different types of households and, mental stabilities and things like that. So you have to please be careful when you come into my class and you start judging other people. Okay. I needed to share that with you because the gentleman that I'm going to show in at the end of this video came to my class and he felt very welcomed. And, he actually said something to me that really, really just almost broke me into tears. He said, wow, you're a really great Zumba teacher. And I actually got to dance today. And, he's probably been at other Zumba classes within the facilities, different facilities, one that I know of specifically. So always remember that, people are going to be different. People are always going to, not everybody's the same. We all come from different places. So just be really mindful of how you treat people, especially if you see something that may be offensive to you or that you seem, it may seem like it's not normal. Okay. Let me deal with it. Let me deal with it. That's all I'm saying. So you all have a good night. And yeah, I will see you in my classes. Make sure you come up early, wear your mask properly, social distance, and let's follow the rules so we can get this all behind us and start having normal classes again. All right. Have a good night.